Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. We have something epic again. Something epic from Scott Hoffman, Hoffy. Yeah, let's look at this and let's see what we got. All right, today I'm opening up my box with my Vero Engineering Nova. This is the Mini Nova with the Damascus and Damascus backspacer and clip. So love this little knife here. This one happens to be number, what is it, 384. All right, so I may not be able to show you everything that's in here because apparently there's stuff for 9K and some other stuff for the big 10K that we're planning and coming up. So if there's that, I may have to edit that out and we'll maybe see if we can do a second video for that. Just to let you know, if you see a little spliced and things moved around, just want to let you know ahead of time, all right? All right, first I got to get into this thing. This thing is taped up better than Fort Knox. Was a little damaged, so we'll pop the hole there. Hopefully we didn't lose anything. Wow, this is like a Tetris puzzle piece here. This is like okay, so he loaned me a knife. This is a loaner that I'm gonna check out and review. That's going to be cool. That'll definitely be a separate unboxing. Some of this stuff. I also bought a few knives from him for giveaways. He was selling a few. So thank you, Hoffy, for that. All right, so some of this might be toward, okay, this 10K giveaway. We're going to put that off to the side. That's definitely separate. All right, Protect. Okay, so this might be part of the giveaway. All right, so this is part of, some of this stuff is going to be for my system of all my parts and stuff that I have. Okay, that's going to be part of the giveaway. 10K, okay, 10K, we're going to put that over there. Spyderco, oh, CMEs, all right, yeah, we'll put that over there. 10K, okay, open first. So, okay, that's the 10K. All right, so that's going to go over there. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. And I assume that's going to be part of that. And then we've got ourselves a Boker Atlas. Okay, all right, very cool. And we got some Spyderco Benchmade bug out clips. Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, so we'll put that over there. All right, so I'm assuming this is going to be part of the giveaway. We'll look at that in a second. Let me see if I can move that off so it doesn't show on camera. All right, this is going to probably be part of my thing that he's made for me. It's been super awesome. So if you don't know, let me catch you up here. This is a Hoffy creation. I love this thing. You'll see this every time I work on a knife. I have my skiffs in here. I have my cheat sheet here. I have my little finger bit that from Steve Skiff. I have my Vero Engineering Vortex, my titanium Vortex that won Best of the Rest at Blade Show, Texas, by the way. Then I have something here from, oh, I can't remember the name of the company. I got it off of Urban EDC. It's an Ultim, also a finger bit. Got my 2 things of oil, right? You got my what you can call it, nano oil. And then I've got my Loctite, and then I've got my Q-tips, and I've got some tools here. So all this, and then I've also got some spacers that in case I ever take things off, I use this for centering little pieces of paper. So all this is right here, but I had some things I was wanting to add to it. So I wanted to see what, oh, I just dropped something. That was in the bag. Hold on. What is this? Oh my, what is that? Okay, hold on. Looks like some titanium scales for a Benchmade. Okay, we'll have to, I'll go over with the parts, and then I'm knocking over things. All right, very good. Good job, Robert. So let's see what this is, and let's take these things apart as we get into it and see if they go to this or there's something else. Some of this is supposed to also might be for the 9K giveaway, so we'll see if that's in here as well. So I want to make sure I don't damage anything here. This is good packaging. I want to save this too, by the way. This is like, he uses really outstanding packaging, man. It's just... Wow, this thing is protected. All right, I'm gonna just have to cut it. Okay, all right, what is this? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Dude. Whoa. Okay, wow, next level. Seriously, next level. Holy cow, let's save this. This is good packaging. Wow. Okay, all right, all right. So what I believe this is, yeah, look at this. Okay, so I have these bit holders up here, but I have all these. I know, squirrel, I'm getting distracted. Forgive me, but it's gonna happen. So one thing, I have all these extra torque bits, right? I'm not gonna make you watch everything, but the idea is that I could get some of the rest of the torque bits on here. And then we get my big giant torque bits here as well. Some of these big old guys. Oh, helps if you actually put it into the hole. But as you can see, and then this is just what I used. This is what I used just to attach this with. But I mean, you could theoretically do that. This was it's a nice little tray for keeping magnetic stuff. I liked it, but it was kind of awkward. This is kind of cool. All right, so I'm going to leave this for now and see if there's other things that fit in with it. All right, so let's take a look at this. So what do we have here? Oh, okay, all right, some extension trays. Yeah, because if you didn't know, right here, this is one giant tray. I added this tray, and there's screws that go on the side here, these screws, and you can attach the two together. And I wasn't sure, now this is really cool. This is gonna be separate, but I wasn't sure if I needed to attach this for other parts, or now that I'm moving this stuff over there, I might need something a little smaller. And you know, that could happen, because some of this stuff I think is going to go on this little cool display, which is freaking rocking. And I love this little tray here for screws. That's just, yeah, okay, dude, I love it. I love the stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome, just to show you the possibilities of stuff you can do. That's why I call him a 3D wizard, right? I call him a 3D wizard. I mean, if you didn't see it already, he sent something. Well, I asked him to build something for me. I said, Hoffy, do you think you could make something that could hold Excalibur? Because he sent this to me. He sent one of these for me as a giveaway. He gave me this is my QSP Hedgehog slip joint. I love this. This was my first slip joint, got me into slip joints. But he sent a skull and a giveaway Hedgehog. And I just assumed it was a giveaway. I liked it so much, I kind of had asked, I said, can I have one for myself? Because I really dig this. So he made a second one for me, but we gave one of these away. But when I asked him, I said, what do you think of doing like a rock for Excalibur? Because Richard from Metal Complex, he created Excalibur. It's one of the most successful content creator knives made out there with in collaboration with Kunwu Knives, right? And I thought that Excalibur needs a rock. And so he did. And here, I'll show you. I have it over here. Here's my rock. I'm gonna grab it real quick, and my Excalibur so you can see. It's worth seeing. If you didn't know I had this, this is worth knowing. All right, so here it is. In case of cardboard emergency, he had different plaques, but this is the Excalibur knife from Metal Complex. And when you have Excalibur, it properly needs to be pulled out of a rock because it's such a glorious, majestic knife, right? So that's the whole idea of the Excalibur, and I think that's super stinking cool. But he did this with the Hedgehog, and so he sent that to Metal Complex. Metal Complex opened it because he sent me one, but and I had suggested, and he was already going to do it. But I said, hey, do you think you might want to send one to Metal Complex first? I know I asked about it, but I think Richard would love that. And he said, yeah, I was already planning to do that. So I'm like, super cool, man. Thank you. I think he would be honored by it, and I think they would love to see what you have done. And I think everybody really did enjoy it. It's it's fun. It's fun, and it's part of enjoying this whole thing that this hobby we call, knives and stuff. And so I thought that was cool. Insert tall up tool holder here. Insert tall up tool holder. Ooh, I gotta figure out what that is. It's probably, maybe it's another piece or something here. I gotta figure this out. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna be patient because, yeah, we're gonna be patient. Sometimes I'm a little slow. He knows that. I'm a little slow to catch on what he's doing. I see him laying stuff down. I don't always understand what he's laying down until it's all been laid down. Or sometimes I've actually had to ask him and say, "Hey, I'm being dense here. I'm being dumb." Oh, yes. Is this what I think it is? Yes, I wanted something to hold this out. Right now I have Windex. I don't have much left, but I have alcohol I'm going to replace in here. And I will make this my container for alcohol for cleaning solution. Now, I'm just going to use the rest of the Windex that's in there for now, but now that I have this, I think I'm going to fill it. So this will go into the tray like that, and I'll have my cleaning solution along with the other stuff. Very stinking cool. All right, so cool. All right, I love that. Because then I don't have to keep things off to the side. I mean, it's all just there. Because I have a little table, or it's really an ottoman that I use over here. It's kind of low, so it's out of sight when I'm doing the live streams. But, okay. Sorry, I'm a squirrel here. What is this? It's got a screw. I'm wondering if it's something over here. Okay. All right, we're gonna hold on to that because I'm sure it'll all fit together at some point. All right. Oh, this has a screw base, so I wonder if it's this. Let's see what this is. What in the world? Does it go in here? I'm assuming this is the case, and I hope I'm not being dumb. Oh, wait a second. Longer screws. Is this meant to go into the tray? And so you can pick the tray up? Is that what we're doing? Because I can see you doing something like that, Hoffy. Because I'm assuming, and you tell me if I'm on the right course here, because I may have to add a little clip here later on, but there's no magnets. We've got longer screws that looks like it would go through the base, and that would go on there. Let's see, are any of these missing magnets? No, but I bet you can just pop out the magnets to put it in there. Now, I'm still curious what this is. That's still fascinating to me. All right, I'm guessing that's what that is. That would be stinking cool. I dig that. I dig that. That's neat. That's neat. Okay, so what do we got over here? All right, we got a couple of trays. Oh, more. Okay, more trays. A couple of small more trays. Awesome. Awesome. So we can build things up. This is, oh, wait. I see some 3M stickers here. Don't want to lose these and throw them out or get them lost. Let's keep it together. So that's going to go with this and with this. So let me attach that here. Okay. Very cool. All right, now we got something over here. I'm still trying to figure this out. Let's see. Okay, now we got another thing here. It says it's got some instructions on there. Instructions for dummies. All right, let's pad it. Oh, okay. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay. So, tall tool holder up. Insert tall tool holder. Okay, up is this position. Up is this position. Oh, it goes in like that. Is that for... Oh, seriously, that's stinking cool. I like that. Oh, or it can have a little thing like that up there. That's nice. Oh, I have some other tools I can absolutely fit in there. I have some other tools that I've not used because I didn't really have a place to put them. Oh, that's freaking stinking cool, man. I haven't even taken the tape off yet. Let me do that, but that is stinking cool. Oh, and I like that because then I can also go in here, like let's say it's a little short. I can pull it up this way, or I can see what it is in case, because I'll tell you, I actually have some long WIA bits that I could put in there too, bit drivers, because sometimes I need those to get in somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to leave that on there for now until I get it all set up so I don't forget and do it wrong. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is the lamella. This is we're going to review this. It's going to be a separate review knife. I have to return that because that's his knife. All right, very, very stinking cool. So I'm assuming that's how we're going to do that. So now we have this up here. All right, so if I bring this over here, do I want the bits facing down? Because before I had them facing out to get to them, right? We do this. can do one here like that, a couple of bits like that. And then we could probably do, yeah, that, and then that. All right, so now we have, now I don't know, that's all my bits. So I think I'm not gonna be able to use all the bits, but you know what this does allow me to do? I can get more bits. I can get just a bit more bits. I know, bad joke, forgive me. I had to do it, but I like this. I like this a lot. So now let's organize the bits. Let's get bit organized. I'm going to fast forward through some of this because you guys aren't going to really care to see me organize this, but just, you know, just going to try to put a little order in here and see how this is going to work, because I assume I'm going to install this in one of these, probably one of these trays, whether I'm going to keep a big tray or we're going to do a smaller tray now that we have this, because this is really cool. So right now, that's what we have right there. And then we have that right there. Okay, very cool. So I've got a couple of bits. What else would make sense to be up here when I'm working on the bits? I mean, you could have one here, like this, and then, but it wouldn't be centered. But let's say, well, maybe the weight distribution would make it equal. That's the thing. Maybe the weight would work. All right, I like this. I like this. That's cool. I think this is how I'm going to do this setup here together. That makes, to me, it makes logical sense. All right, we will do the unboxings of knives as a separate video because this is already way long enough. I will probably have edited some of this. You'll see some of this, you'll not. So if I have super fast zoom this and we're going to come to the end, let me summarize what happened here. All right, so you saw me first probably start looking at this. He has sent this stand-up edition one here, which has these torque bits holders. These guys right here. You can put bits, Phillips, flatheads, whatever in there, and I have a bunch of extras that I think I'm going to put in over here. So I have my T6s, T8s, T10s, T15s, T20s, T25 or T30s. Then I have a T9, T7 because I have a couple extra of those. Then these are all my hex bits, a spanner bit which is used for hinder, some Phillips, some flatheads for like the hog house knives. Got a couple of these tools right here that allow you to adjust. This one I got from, is it Badass Knives or something like that, I think? It was off of Urban EDC, and this is my Vero Engineering Vortex. Let's see here, there we are. Vero Engineering, got that one here from Vero Engineering directly. Love this thing right here. Use this a lot. This is really one of my favorite tools now. It actually completely replaced my Wea bit, which is a great tool. I like the Wea bit, don't get me wrong. These are not bad. So security bits, other tools, a couple screwdrivers, my cheat sheet from Skiff Made Blades. This is one of the very first ones he did, so it has no fanciness on there. Some of the new ones have blue and all sorts of cool colors. You can see a lot of scratch marks. I have used this quite a bit. One of the very first finger bits he did, very plain Jane, right? Used this quite a bit. His newer ones are even fancier than this. And then this is, I got this from a microfiche filter. They were throwing out a bunch of old machines, but they had these lenses on there, and I kept them because it allows me, like a jeweler scope, to look really close if I want to look at edges and maybe some burrs or something on a detent or something. Here's all my cage bearings. I need to order some more because I'm running out of a couple of them. And then this cool little insert that I'm going to attach in there. Once I confirm with Hoffy that's exactly what he intended this to be, I'm assuming it is. It seems very logical, and I've been known to be wrong before. I'm going to keep my cleaner over here because over here it tilts a little too forward. These laying flat will be better for them since they have fluids, including my nano oil, which I have 2 more of this one and 2 more of this one. I'm just too cheap to not throw them out because there's still stuff in them. And then I brought over my WIA bit tools. These are not the bits, but so WIA torque screwdrivers. And so I brought these over because now I can have them here. And then I have a Phillips miniature one, and then I have a flathead one here as well. And then I brought my couple little tools that I use sometimes when I try to get in, pry, to get into stuff. Then here's my little pry bar, of course. So there you go. And sometimes I'll use this little tongue depressor, believe it or not. I forget what I used it on, but it's a great tool to have when I used it, and I might need it again, so I kept it because I felt like, you know, you just never know when you got to pry something out, and you want something that's not going to scratch. Wood tends to be a little softer, a little more gentle on metals. It tends to not have enough strength to scratch a metal, and that's usually what I'm going for. And that's why plastic works well. This is in extreme cases where I need the strength of the steel over the softness of the plastic. But very cool. So now I've reduced everything to these two things with a hand tool that I will eventually use. And then this one will be just an easy pickup because it has little holes there, so it's an easy pickup. And then you got this little slot where I can put stuff in here. I think that's really cool. Trying to think of what other tools I can put in here, but I'll like this. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could put my gear infusion stuff in here, my little ratchet and stuff. That would be fun, just to have it in there. Now, I know over here I can put screws in there, I can put screws in there. I usually use my mat that has places for screws, but if I ever needed to store stuff, I could do that as well. All right, very cool. So that's what I did. If you saw the really sped up version of everything, I'm just kind of summarizing it for you. But thank you, Hoffy, for this, man. I really appreciate that. This is, again, amazing, stinking cool. Let me go ahead and you can see at least a little bit of the two. I'll put this down here so you can see what they are. But appreciate you, man, so much. So very much. Wow, just simply stunning. I have some 10K stuff that I'm not going to open here. That's going to be a separate video. And then I'm going to do the videos for the knives that I bought from him. And I don't remember buying this one. I don't know if this is a giveaway. Maybe he let me have this one because I don't buy that. But he gave me one before, so maybe that'll be part of another giveaway. Then there were some scales from some Benchmades in there as well. So very cool. Very, very cool. All right, hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps me out, allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you to everyone out there who watches the videos, enjoys content, is part of the live streams, just part of the whole community. Thank you. And if you haven't already, maybe consider hitting that notification button down below as well. You can be notified of future content like this and other videos. And a big shout out to my channel members. I really mean that. Thank you. Thank you, channel members. You do two things, and I genuinely mean that. You encourage me, because I don't do this full-time. I'm a part-time guy. I love doing this, but you remind me why I keep loving doing this. So thank you to you guys. Secondly, you also, because of your generous support of your memberships, you allow me to keep doing weekly giveaways, and I really appreciate that. Sometimes I get donated knives, and that helps tremendously, but I usually buy most of my knives for the giveaways, right? Sometimes lately I've gotten a few more knives, and I'm very grateful for that. If we ever get to the point where companies are generous enough for me to check out knives and I can do more giveaways, I will absolutely do that. We will step it up, right? But at this point, usually I'm spending my money, channel money, to cover all that. So, and then I have to spend my money on my own collection, right? So it is what it is. And I love doing this, and doing the channel was fun and still is fun. So I appreciate that. But because of your memberships, you do that. So as a result, I do two things for you guys. I do a once-a-month members exclusive giveaway. I try to make it above the Budget Banger giveaway, something usually $100 to $300, something nice. You know, I go out of my way looking for something for you guys, something hopefully you enjoy receiving as a gift or giving away to someone else as a gift. So that's what I do there. Secondly, also brand new channel members, I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. Now, technically, it's really for anybody who's actively currently a member who's never asked or received for a channel sticker. So that could, most of the time, that's brand new channel members. But could be a channel member who's been a member all along and never asked, or it could have been someone who had a membership and then became a member again. If you fall into that, you've never asked, you never received a channel sticker, and you're currently actively a channel member, whether you're a brand new channel member, were a member all along, or were a member and became a member again, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a little thank you note. I genuinely mean that, because I like to put that personal touch You know, as the channel grows, you know, there's things that we can do now we may not be able to do down the road. Well, who knows? But I'm going to try. I'm going to try hard to have that personal touch in this channel going forward. It may be possible, it may not be, but we're going to keep going, right? We're going to do as much as we can. But that's my way to say thank you. All right. If you haven't already, maybe check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week.